Welcome to my channel, and in this episode we're going to be opening up trainers. We have a ton of different trainers here, about 12 different SARs and some full arts of a few trainers that I just wanted to add to my collection of all alt-art illustration art binders from Gen 1 through Gen 9. For this video we're going to have Sand Slash for the Pokemon of the video. So here's a clip of Sand Slash.
Slash.
So you're what was troubling Onyx all this time.
Slash.
Before we get started, I want to say that all of these cards I purchased on TCG Player. Some I purchased in November, some I purchased about 3 weeks ago. Just depends. So I'll include the price on the screen of the price that I paid for these cards. I'll include the set in the upper corner of what set these cards are from. And at the end of the video, we will add these to our binder collection. So let's get started. The first card for this episode is going to be from Origins Gaming, and it's from Michigan. Let's see what we have. So from Michigan, we have two cards. The first one here is Cynthia's Ambition. So as you can see, this card is from Crown Zenith. When I got this card, it was under $10. I think it's now rose to around $15 or so. I'll include the price ticker from TCG Player on the screen. But I really like the design. I went with this one because it was cheaper than most of the other Cynthia cards that I could have got. Yeah, like I said, there is a really cool Cynthia card that's in Hidden Fates. That one goes for around $100. Did not want to pay for that one. And this one was more unique in my opinion, just because it has a more up to the picture. You got Gastrodon right here as a little bit of a feature Pokemon. So yeah, we'll add these cards to our alternate art illustration art binder in the generation that they belong to. And the next one here is Giovanni's Charisma. So yes, this one I did buy before it boomed. This card, I think I paid around $15 for it. Again, the price will be on the screen. But this card shot up because the Team Rocket set that comes out here in May, I believe, really, I think, sparked it up, basically. And there is a big Pokemon market boom. I do really like the Persian, and this design of this card is really good. This one's from 151, and honestly, like these are trainer cards that are actually really good. Like, most of the full arts aren't very good, but these new ones are really cool. So just had to get this. The next one here is from Baker Breaks, and this is from Colorado. And from Colorado, we got the Jesse and James. So yes, I bought this card in, I think, November of last year. I saw the Team Rocket set coming, and I knew that it was time to try to get this card. This one actually is from Hidden Fates, and it is a full art, but here you have Jesse and James. You got Wobbuffet in the background, you got Meowth here. So honestly, a really cool card. I got this one for $16. This card shot up to around $70, I think, is what it was sold up to. And now it's coming down a little bit. But it used to be even cheaper than $16. I think it was around like a $5 card, which is, to me, is just kind of crazy because, like, I mean, these guys have been in the Pokemon show since, you know, I was a kid. So shout out to these guys. Really cool looking card. Here we got one from Greenville, South Carolina. Let's see what we got. And this card is Morty's Conviction. So this one I could have got a lot cheaper a while ago. I wasn't really interested in collecting trainers at the time. But now I purchased it recently, about 3 weeks ago or so. It was around $45. But honestly, it's got Gengar on it, and Morty here, I believe, is a Gen 2 gym leader. So really, a lot of it was gym leaders. Oh, and by the way, there's also a Pidgey right here. Yeah, so basically, a lot of these cards are from Gen 1, Gen 2. There's a couple that are outside of Gen 1, Gen 2, just because I thought the card looked really nice. Obviously, we got Cynthia right there. I can't remember what generation she's from, but honestly, super cool card. And I think it's totally worth it, in my opinion. All right, next one here is from Meganium Market, and it is from Ohio. Next, we have Erica's Invitation. So here we have Erica, which is another Gen 1 gym leader. She She is, I believe it was like a poison or a grass type gym leader. And this card was crazy expensive in Japanese. For English, it was actually fairly affordable. I think I got it for around $15. I'm curious what it goes for right now. So once I edit this video, we'll see the price that it's going for now. So I'm real curious to see. But overall, I mean, this is from 151, and I think it just it looks real nice with the size of the trainer. They could have added some Pokemon in there to make it look real cool. But there is Erica. The next one here is from Petros, and he's from let's see, Wisconsin. And here we have Jainen's Secret Art. So this card actually is from the most recent set, Prismatic Evolutions, which, if you're wondering, I have not seen on the shelf myself either. I really want to get some for my shorts where I travel to different countries and open up Pokemon card packs. But one day I might see it in store because I'm not going to pay the scalper prices. But Jainen's Secret Art. So I completely forgot Jainen was from Gen 2. It's basically, I believe it's Koga's daughter. So as you can see, right here we have, Morty and we have Jainen, who are both Gen 2 gym leaders. So it's really cool to add those to our collection. And I do like the design of her kicking right here. I think it looks real cool. The next one here is from Chesterfield, Missouri. Here we have another one from the most recent era, Scarlet and Violet. So here is Bianca's Devotion. So I also got this one recently, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I was curious about getting it or not because Bianca's not a gym leader, but I do remember using her or seeing her in the video game when I was playing it a while back. She's Gen 5. So you see here Musharna right here hanging out in the sky. I do really like these cards with the Pokemon. But I didn't buy any of the ones from Generation 9. Any of the trainers or whatnot that are in Generation 9. Maybe I will eventually, but I really don't have the space in my binder, so we'll see. But there is Bianca. And another one here is from Troll and Toad, and they're from Kentucky. And for this one, we have another full art, but this is not just a regular full art. You see here Professor Elm's lecture, and you can see why I wanted to get this one. You got Totodile, you got Chikorita, you got Cyndaquil right here. So what a cool card where they included the starters from Gen 2. If they do this for an SAR for one of the upcoming sets, that'd be really cool. And then I might end up selling this, but for what we have right now, this is pretty awesome to add to the binder. We haven't had illustration arts or SARs for these Pokemon, but we do get to add the Professor in there with the Pokemon on the card, so that's really cool to add. The next one here is from Zach, and he is from Kentucky. And here we have Jasmine's Gaze. So Jasmine is also a gym leader from Generation 2. She is the Steel type gym leader. So when this came out for Surging Sparks, that's when I kind of decided that I was going to collect some of the trainers. And I kind of wanted to get it then, but I figured the price would come down, and then the price shot up to like $60. So I was like, definitely not going to buy it then. So I just kept waiting, and eventually I bought it like 4 weeks ago or so for like $35. And now it's selling for around $45. But you see here Jasmine's Gaze, she's just shoving a sandwich in her mouth. So she's hungry, and she got lots of cake and stuff ready to go too. A few more cards here. This next one is from Utah. And here we have the most expensive trainer for this video, Misty's Favor. And this is another full art. But you can see why I kind of wanted this. I'm not like, what do you call him? One of those dudes that just likes the girl trainer cards. But Misty, we kind of grew up with Misty and Ash and Brock. So it made sense to kind of get this one. I did purchase it at moderately played, so it's a little bit rougher condition. I definitely could see why they labeled that moderately played, but I definitely did not want to pay, more than $200 for this card, and the near mint ones go for more than $200. But either way, you know, it's going in the binder, so we don't really care that much about the condition. Next one here is from Brian Buffalo. That's kind of a cool name, and he's also from Texas, so it's a cool dude. And now we're gonna add Brock's grit. So as you can see, now we got Brock and we got Misty. This one is full art rather than an SAR. They don't have an SAR for Brock. They do have another full art, oddly enough, coming out for this upcoming set. I believe it's in Journey Together. I'll show that on the screen. That one got leaked. I don't know why they wouldn't have an SAR for Brock. I mean, come on, dude. Brock's a, you know, well-known good dude. He's the rock type gym leader that you faced early in the first generation in Kanto. But there you see Brock just screaming and rocks flying all over the place. The last card for this opening, this one is from something Jason CD and Hobby, and it's from I think that's Iowa. And here we have Professor Oak. So yeah, it's another full art. This one around $25 or so. But we get to see Professor Oak here with the starter evolution sitting in the Pokeballs. So another really neat one with a little bit more than just the trainer in the picture. So we'll now sleeve all these cards up and add them to our binder. So here is our binder collection. If you're curious to see all of these cards, I will do a consolidation video here coming up. I did start to label the cards that are missing. They're cards that have not been released in illustration art or SAR farm. But first, we're gonna start to add some of these Gen 1 trainers. The first one here, we're gonna add Brock. Right here below these extra starter Pokemon. So below we'll add Professor Oak's setup. Right there, and then we'll add Misty. And then we'll add Erica's invitation, Jesse and James. And then lastly for Gen 1, we'll add Giovanni's Charisma. So actually gonna have a full page right there, so hopefully we don't come out with any more Gen 1 anytime soon. So as you can see, we don't have any of the Gen 2 starters at all on the first page, so maybe they'll do, you know, a 151 version of Gen 2 here eventually. Maybe they're holding off on that. We're gonna find the end of this section. So a lot here at the end. And we're gonna add Professor Oak's lecture. Morty's conviction. Jasmine's gaze. And the Gen 2 Fuchsia gym leader, Janen. So I like how there's SARs for a lot of the Gen 2. And then next is Cynthia's Ambition. So we'll move on to our second binder. All right, looking at our second binder right here. Here we got Gen 4 right here. Got to go a little deeper. And Arceus. Yeah, we'll just pop Cynthia right here after Arceus. I believe Arceus is the last Pokemon in Gen 4. So there we'll have Cynthia. So yeah, I haven't done all of the labeling yet. That'll happen eventually. And then we'll add Bianca at the end of Gen 5. So I'll scoot on past. Let's see this card right here going for around $700 near mint. We got Gen 5 right here. Got Stunfisk right there. Still got a ways to go. Genesect right here. I think Genesect is the end of Gen 5. Yeah, Gen 6 right here with the Greninja that's going for more than $400. Right here we'll add Bianca here after Genesect. I think Genesect's the last one. Maybe it's not. So we'll just correct it once I get that far. But there we go. That's gonna go ahead and do it for this video. So if you like this sort of video, please give me a like and follow if you don't already. And in the next video, we'll probably do a consolidation video. We'll show the price that I purchased all these cards at. I started collecting around the summer of 2024. So it's kind of crazy to see what the collection has grown into just from, 7 months time frame. And then eventually once Journey Together comes out, we'll get all the singles for that set and we'll add them to our binder collection. So stay tuned and see you in the next video.